everyone, it's Coot here, sending you love wherever you are around the world. Today I want to do a blog about an interesting subject that people often ask me about, and it goes like this. How do you deal with haters? How do you deal with haters in your life? Here's what I found as I've grown my career, grown my business, started spreading more love around the planet. Here's what I found. If you're really up to a big vision in life, if you're really committed to making a big impact on this planet, if you're really committed to playing big and expressing the fullness of who you are, you will have some haters. It's just the reality. If you're living your life trying to get everyone to like you, everyone to love you, it's a recipe for complete suffering. Give it up. If you want to do something huge on this planet, look at Mandela, look at Gandhi, look at Bob Marley, look at JFK, look at MLK, anyone that made any impact on this planet. They all had haters. Mother Teresa had haters. I mean, this little beautiful woman, she had people that hated her. But what you recognize, first you just have to make peace with that. It goes with the territory of playing a big game in life, having a big vision. So chances are, if you don't have any haters yet, you may want to up your game. If you don't have any haters yet, you may want to actually go, am I playing a big enough vision that's going to create enough waves, to create enough ripples on this planet to stir some people up? Because as you really shift things, as you really shift paradigms and cultures, it will ruffle feathers, whether it's on a bigger level, whether it's those in your community, your friends, your family, your life. Look, what happened to Gandhi? Was killed. Bruce Lee, killed. Bob Marley, I mean, who knows what happened? I mean, MLK, killed. So I ask you, if you're watching this video and you're going, oh, I have haters in my life, let me ask you a question. Are you still alive? Are you alive? If you're still alive, honestly, my philosophy is, you have nothing really to complain about. We have a long way to go before we get to that Jesus level and they want to put us on the cross, so to speak. And now, don't get me wrong, I don't believe that that's what has to happen. I'm kind of kidding here, but I'm just saying that these people had people that didn't like them, so make peace with it up front. Some people will like you, and some people won't, but those that don't, you can focus on them, or you can accept that's just how it's going to be. And those that don't like you, I say they don't really not like you. They are triggered by what you represent for them, that either they are not at peace with or that they have not embraced within themselves. Many times when people see you stepping into your power, living a big vision, manifesting your dreams, becoming successful in life, it brings up their own inadequacies, their own insecurities. It reflects to them where they're not fully living in alignment with their purpose. I have lost many friends and many associates as a result, and I had to make peace with, I can either shrink and play small and hide my light, so I can have people in my life out of needing to be loved and validation, or I can say I'm going to be the bigness of who I am, and that might cause many people in my life to fall away. But those that fall away because they can't handle the bigness of your being, the bigness of your soul, weren't fully aligned with you in the first place. And if you compromise who you are to have so-called friends around you, you will be miserable, you will suffer, and your soul will know it. So make peace with the fact that not everyone's going to like you. You will have haters, is just how it is, but they're not really hating you. They're either not loving a part of themselves that you represent, that you mirror, and perhaps by you being who you are, you do them a service that causes them to face a part of themselves that they need to face as a result. Make peace, my friends. Make peace, my friends. Make peace, my friends. This is the first key to dealing with haters. Just make peace. And you realize that your haters, you can, when they hate you, when people attack you because they're triggered because of something you said or the way you're living your life, you can go down to that same level of consciousness from which they're operating at and start attacking back and Facebooking them back and tweeting them back, or you can play the game with them. But when you go down to that level of hate consciousness, all you do is you bring yourself down to that frequency. You bring yourself into that swamp, and all that does is perpetuates, keeps you stuck at that level, but it also perpetuates the cycle of hatred and doesn't serve anything. So I want you to see your haters, those that hate you, rag on you, bag on you, attack you, see them as God's angels in disguise, giving you the soul opportunity, your soul's opportunity, your soul's personal trainer. Your souls, you know, we have a personal trainer. We go to the gym and work out those dumbbells. Come on, stretch. Your yoga teacher. They are your yoga teacher. They are your guru. They are your personal trainer, giving your soul the opportunity to make a choice to become stronger and to respond with love. It doesn't take courage to hate someone back. It doesn't take courage to fling a stone back to someone. It takes real courage. It's not weak. It takes real courage when someone attacks you to say, I'm going to love back. You know, Jesus, I think, was the amazing guy that said, turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek didn't mean just someone slaps you, you sit there and go, okay, please slap me again and be weak. No, turn the other cheek. What does it really mean? To me, it really means that rather than just attacking back, kind of the same cheek, the same intent, you turn the other cheek and you raise your consciousness to a higher frequency, to a higher level of consciousness, and you respond with a different response rather than just attacking back. You know, I was with a dear friend of mine, a man by the name of Dwarkaji. You may have heard me talk about him. He's a 80-some-year-old, at that time, an 85-year-old man from India. He was been serving underprivileged kids in India for about 50 years, built 300 schools, a truly amazing human being, a man of service, a karma yogi. And he studied peace and non-violence for years with Gandhi and Gandhi's right-hand man. And when he came to LA, I remember taking him to San Francisco, and we were at a peace rally. Dwarkaji was asked to speak at a peace rally. And I'll never forget how humbling it was for me. There was thousands of people there at that time. They were rallying against the war, rallying against George Bush, you know, and they were down with Bush, down with, and they were really chanting it. And I looked at Dwarkaji, this beautiful man who's seen so much in his life, and I asked him, so how are you feeling here? What do you think? You're about to give a talk, and how do you feel? He goes, I'm going to answer your question in my speech. And he said, and he got up, I'll never forget, he got up to give his talk in this peace rally. And he looked at everyone in the peace rally, and he says, everyone in this peace rally seems kind of angry. And anger is okay. It's okay. It's a necessary first step. But he looked at everyone and he said, do you love Bush? I was like, whoa. He goes, do you love George Bush? They were like, no. He said, do you love George Bush? Because if you hate George Bush, all you're doing is bringing yourself down and perpetuating a cycle of hatred. That you cannot bring about love with hate. That you must transmute what is happening out here with your own love consciousness. So know that your haters are giving you the opportunities not to hate more creatively, not to hate more, but to actually expand yourself and love even more. You see, when someone gives you a gift, if someone brings you a gift and says, this is a gift for you, and you choose to not accept the gift, who does that gift belong to? If someone brings you a gift and you choose not to accept the gift, who does that gift belong to? It still belongs to them. So just because your haters give you a gift, a comment, a poke, do something to you, they give you, doesn't mean you have to accept it. You realize that you have the responsibility to take responsibility. And as you wake up, you see, to be conscious, to be awake, to awaken yourself and your consciousness is not for everyone. It's a responsibility. It's easier when you're asleep because you can always say, well, I didn't know any better. But when you awaken yourself and become more in tune with who you are, you no longer have the excuse to say, well, I didn't know better. There's a reason that Mandela is Mandela and Gandhi was Gandhi, because given the choice, they had every reason, every opportunity to hate their haters back. They had every reason to, but they said no. No, I will not return hate for hate, but I will return hate with love. This was their greatness, and I believe that the time has come that we stop simply worshiping the great ones. We don't just worship the Bruce Lees and the Marleys and the Mandelas, but we live what they taught us. And that each and every one of you, each and every one of us, we all have that capacity for love, the capacity for greatness, the capacity to transform our culture and our planet, but we must first start with ourselves. So to your haters, thank them, bless them. When they attack you, bless them back. When they speak negatively of you, shower them with blessings. You don't have to be around them. You don't have to associate them, but love them. Because when you love, you don't do it just for them. You're not doing it for them. You're ultimately doing it for your own self. Because as you love, as you expand your heart when they're attacking you, as you expand your heart and love back, maybe from afar, no matter what happens out there, you expand, and in that process of loving itself, guess who's blessed? You are. So thank your haters for giving you the opportunity to love more and helping instigate, helping be a catalyst for your soul's evolution to realize your highest potentials. Your haters are your greatest gurus on this planet to love and realize compassion. Realize, because on some level, to hate you, to attack you, they must be in tremendous pain themselves. They must be in tremendous pain themselves. And perhaps their hate in you, perhaps their attack of you is simply their soul's call for love. Their soul's call for love. And I believe that the most powerful response you can make, you can give, you can offer is to love. This is the most powerful weapon. And when you love, you free yourself and you transcend in that moment of loving itself. Lastly, I'll say that rather than getting caught up in the hate and the back and forth, focus on your own vision. Rather than getting caught up in the smallness of what they're doing to you and how they're attacking you and what your haters might be saying, have a vision that is so big. Have a vision that is so huge that it requires every single ounce of who you are. Have a vision that is so big that it requires even the hairs in your nostrils, the energy of the hairs in your nostrils and the hairs in your ears to manifest that vision on this planet. And if your vision is that big, then you won't have any time to worry about what they're saying about you, what they're not saying about you, because you're so busy and your intent and your focus will be on the vision that life has given you and chosen you to fulfill. Focus on the bigness of your vision, not on the smallness of what your haters are saying, and be free. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to subscribe to my blog to receive more. Just know wherever you are, stay true, stay strong, love now. I love you lots.